if you're in Montreal and you walk into a Starbucks and you don't attempt to speak French, if you just walk in and go, "Hi, I'd like a vanilla frappuccino, please," the French Canadian will go, "Hmm?" They'll pretend not to understand you. But if you walk in and attempt French Canadian will go, "That's fine. What would you like?"
Look, I know this is a comedy routine. I like it. It's a funny one. But I also know that there are some people who are going to take this at face value, so I thought it'd be worth explaining why that's an experience you might have in Quebec. French has always been the language spoken by a majority of people in Quebec, but historically, for a long time, French speakers were considered second-class citizens, at least in economic terms. This all started to change in the 1960s when the French-speaking majority organized and started taking very significant political steps to guarantee the protection of their political, social, and economic rights. Chief among those achievements was the recognition of French as the language of the people in Quebec and the guarantee that all economic services had to be provided in French to people in Quebec. So when English speakers arrive in Quebec and expect to be served in English, they may not realize it, but to the Quebecois, that's a painful reminder of a period of our history when the Francophone majority was not treated with respect. But all it takes to avoid that is a simple acknowledgement that French is the common language and that you're not expecting to be served in English, you're just using English because you don't speak French yourself. That can be done very easily just by starting your interaction with bonjour and then explaining that you don't speak French. And you can even do that in English, that's no problem. From there, we'll usually be happy to speak to you in your language because you've shown respect for ours. And as with everywhere else in the world, whenever you're traveling, a little bit of respect for the local culture goes a long way.